can't.
I feel like he, probably will. He's unlucky there.
I feel like he's gonna phase through it.
Wait. Yeah, Mickey want to say hi.
He's hi. Let's get it. You know.
We have a gank.
We have a gank. Top side. Wunder. Very quickly running away from the Scorpion, but a flash in from SkewMond. Definitely nice. The axe to come through the undertow. Wunder nowhere to go. First blood for G2. You said action on the top side. We're seeing it now, and now Skeanz is going to try to 2v1. That was not good, my guy.
Broken Blade thought he had the damage to take down Skeanz, so Skeanz just barely gets out.
There. Jopa's still so far away from level 6, or it might have been a Mega Inferno Bomb angle.
Altama had more mana here. I think they could look for a dive and trade 1-for-1. They might still look for it.
And this is a bit of a toughie.
I mean, Labrov is going to die if they go for it, but if they can kill Jopa, it's worth.
Taunt through, doesn't quite get the flash. Knockback is there. Labrov is going to die, but oh, so is Mikyx. Hansama
got the mana
debating.
from Prison's Mind. Oh, doesn't go for it.
Through.
He was thinking about crash the wave, so that does mean that Jopa is going to lose out on a minion wave. But now SkewMond is behind Wunder. Wunder still no flash.
Sure. To the skies. Remember blow back. Trying to buy time for the rest of his team to get there. Keep your eyes on that mini-map. Jungle support on the way. Mickey and Skeanz trying to come in, as is Labrov. Full 3v3, but SK behind the play thus far. Wunder going to die before the play even starts. Now Skeanz and Mickey, just spectators to their top laner's demise. And this is just hit the arrow, it's fine. You don't do any damage anyway. You don't need to be in that fight.
I remember double F coin that just press R comp.
SlowQ. Yeah, I don't know if that egg is back up, but Caps has an ulti.
He's got the egg.
The Deathfire? Deathfire has stopped touching. He's using it to escape. Ulti's traded. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, a wall has been leveraged. Caps cannot get around it, but the gravity field is good too. Skeanz ward hopping forward. Sonic Wave connects. Caps still getting the Scuttle Crab movement speed, trying to get tricky with it. Mickey moving into cover to make sure Skeanz can get this kill. No way for Labrov to contest. And that's Skeanz getting one back.
Really nice gank from Skeanz there. Caps flashed the initial Q from Skeanz, but wasn't able to get out. Caps still does have no flash, while SlowQ has his, so that could be something to look out for. It feels like Caps is a player that can often get
nice
like
wall
this.
From SlowQ into an immediate hook fall. SlowQ trying to get out from that gravity field as the Arcane Storm has been brought out. Caps locked up, but good coverage coming in from SkewMond and Labrov. Caps able to walk away with his life. As good as the initial play is, there's just not quite enough damage there yet. Top lane trading, Wunder flashing away. Broken Blade getting that flash though with
cover for Wunder. SkewMond's in the area though, so should dissuade any sort of dive possibility for SK. Broken Blade needs to be careful. He dies very fast here.
He does. The Q lands from Skeanz. Broken Blade is a dead man. Even the Skarner can't get here in time. Nice conversion coming in from Broken Blade. Body block there. Wunder going to finish it with a thundering blow. But the Heartsteel is there for SkewMond to make sure he gets one in return. SlowQ has TP'd, matched by Hansama now. Complete fist fight on the top side.
Yeah, TP for TP there. As Jopa
how does he get one gold lead?
It was 0.
First strike. Uneven number. Skeanz locked up. Damage coming through. He's just going to kick through him. A nice kick for the disengage. Wow.
When the game is so close, the smallest leads matter more and more, right?
Sure.
So we have fight for the dragon.
Hook. A lot of posturing here. G2 clearly aware of the potential dragon stacking concern. Broken Blade on the flank is going to be big. Now Wunder is here, but it's going to be a bit late to the play, and suddenly they're going to find Broken Blade right in their backline if they don't do anything else. Mickey forced to flash over the wall and escape. Very positive trade for G2, and the beefy frontliners that you mentioned in draft, Jack, are doing their job. Partially because Wunder doesn't do a ton of damage yet, but also Hansama didn't get hit by that shock blast, so I'd say
Jopa needs to be careful.
Lock up. Hansama, good damage to come through. Nice satchel to try and escape. Both Jopa and Hansama really low, but on the hunt and the heal. More than enough movement speed. Good burst damage coming through, but that flash not doing much of anything as the stand united ensures that there's no follow-up angle for Skeanz. And SkewMond in the meantime gets the Drake, so really everything going
place everywhere. So we watch this back. He just runs at him, hits the axe, and kills him. As now Caps might be in trouble. TP.
Well played. Caps locked up. SlowQ still standing in the storm, and Labrov is on the way in. SlowQ needs to be careful here. He's going to get egged, but he will not go down. Caps finally drops. Mickey debating if they can follow up.
I think once, especially like once Hansama gets 4 items, that's when this becomes a really nice Sivir game. The only thing is Hansama is pretty reliant on his front line to create space for him, since he's up against so many long-range carries. As Caps is not on power.
SlowQ and Mickey holding hands through this entire game, and Caps cannot make it out of the Glacial Storm, so will finally fall. Now that Roa started stacking up and there's a bit more AP, a bit more levels for SlowQ, he's really...
I think SK can be pretty happy with this, especially with the fact that they got Hansama's flash as well. Now with Nash up and available, if they're able to get a good insect from Skeanz or get a good wall from SlowQ and take Hansama down, they could easily start the Nash, as now Jopa gets the mid tower.
Evening out the gold.
Oh.
Oh. Wow, production. Absolute killer. This was not clear on the content. Caps versus rookies, 75-26. Why we included Caps versus rookie feels like a stray, but an important clarification.
We'll see if
I know it's happened at least once.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. It's now Skeanz lurking, waiting in the darkness. Wunder versus Caps. Brothers fighting. Stand united up and available. Lee Sin getting pounded into the wall. Taunt blast coming in for Labrov. Wunder taken out. They were trying to bully Caps, but this time his boys were there. There's no response for SK.
G2, they send the numbers.
So the playmakers now for SK in this game state is Wunder send it to the top side to try to hold the wave. 5 members of G2 on the bottom side of the map. Taunting through now is Labrov. A bit premature to kick things off. A nice wall to block off Hansama, but not quite perfect positioning. Ulti goes completely wide from Jopa, and now there's a raging Viking standing behind him. Gonna start ripping through his health bar. He just wanted to have a pool party, but it's absolutely not happening. Broken Blade, another wall to delay the push, but G2 with a nice quick fight to ensure their control over this Drake.
And Broken Blade, he came out of nowhere with a steel chair. Takes down Jopa.
We just went from 1,000, about 2,000 gold lead from a couple side lane players from G2 to 4,000 in their favor and match Drakes. Mikyx trying to swing things back a little bit, at least punish Labrov, but Anivia not the best follow-up champion in the extended play. However, it might be enough. One more staggering blow and another second here, waiting on that cooldown. Wunder on the way in. Labrov will finally fall.
A slow death for Labrov.
I've asked, I've confirmed. Production are on it. It's a slow game. They have time. They have the bandwidth, the resources. Wunder gonna have to flash over this wall. Nice angle coming in from SkewMond. Broken Blade might have an axe to kick this one off, but he does have an ulti. The chase now coming in. Mikyx, a dead man walking, quick ulti flash to try to make it over the wall, distracting Hansama as he cues out. Spider Knot, praying for a brand new day. There's not gonna happen though. He's about to die. G2 keeping the fight going. Good ulti across the top, but again, only connecting on Labrov. In goes Skeanz, his body, telling him yes, his mind, telling him yes, but now it's gonna be saying hell no, because it's Caps on the flank. 0-3-0, but still getting in there to make the play happen. Now all the way up to 3-3-1 as SK falling apart.
And SK, they got away. I don't think they'll lose the Nash just yet, but G2 are in firm control of this game. So they're able to take down 2. Maybe they will go for the Nash after all. SlowQ doesn't have TP. Jopa has his, but this Nash actually goes down pretty damn fast. And it's a Nasher for G2.
SkewMond is pretty unkillable. So it's tough for SK. They can clear the waves, they can kill the minions, but killing G2's front line is tough. Luckily, G2's front line is not here. Broken Blade going to try to 1v5. Hansama pushed hard. It might not be enough though. Broken Blade still living. Gets burnt to a crisp by the Ignite. And Skeanz is going right back in. The front line has finally arrived, but it might be too little too late. Now, that said, SkewMond is officially unkillable. Let's see how long it takes. 10 seconds, 20 seconds. The 80 damage is here. Will it be enough? Yes, it will be. SkewMond will finally fall. Physical damage there for the side of SK to finish up that kill.
And it's a pretty big throw from G2, as SK should be able to pick up this dragon now as well and set themselves on soul point. Although Hansama and Labrov want to look for the cheese. Skeanz face checks.
Quick taunt, hop back to Mikyx. Getting low, does have access to the GA. Hansama could be in trouble. Nice hook to interrupt with a GA proc. That's devastating. Labrov now looking for the angle and the setup. Jopa on the way and flashback from Skeanz. Sonic Wave connects. Resonating strike ready to come through. Good hook from Mikyx. Down goes Labrov, and now it's Hansama trapped in the pit. A 1v1 with the dragon. Ziggs ulti across the top, burning his bell shield. Now Hansama's forced to flash away as Caps continues to poke. Mikyx still going forward. No one is here to back him up. It's a one-way trip, but he's happy to take someone with him as SK continue to set their sights on the Cloud Drake. G2 might have gotten that in him in the top lane, but they lost a ton in the process.
It's a huge
start this objective for free as SK trying to find a way to get in here, but don't have great vision coverage. Maybe just hoping for the 50-50, but now SkewMond coming over the wall, locking up SlowQ. A nice W from Caps to split the fight in the meantime as double TPs are now coming in. Arriving to the fight is Broken Blade, but at low health, his Skeanz isn't quite sure if he wants that play. Ulti from Jopa, not great, only hitting the edge onto Caps, and both sides walking away a bit bruised, but only Mikyx has fallen.
Wow, that actually ended up being a 1-for-0 for
Anything
G2
out of them in that fight, and now very comfortable control over this area around Baron. Now the inhib has respawned for SK, so they're on a bit more even footing as Caps looking for a bit of free poke. The first hook from Mikyx is going a bit wide as SlowQ tries to land some poke of his own. Broken Blade kicking things off, eating a ton of damage before the fight kicks off. They're going to try to burn through that health bar. Ulti across the entire team. Again, not hitting onto key members of G2, however. Mikyx's ulti, the depth charge, connects on the cast with the fall damage in there. Now Wunder's just going to burn to death. The Knight's Vow comes in, but it's just too little. It's not nearly enough as G2 walk down Wunder. And SK looking a little bit dizzy in these fights.
But how did G2 do it? They're magicians. This fight looked so bad in the beginning. Broken Blade was just going in and dying. Yet the fight somehow turns again into a 1-for-0 for them as Mikyx hooks in.
He hooks in and maybe sent just right back to the fountain. Is SkewMond debating if he wants to keep dashing forward. Taunt Flash comes in for Labrov. Flash back from SlowQ was good, but it's Skeanz who's gotten the Maws of G2. A GA procced. Gonna come right back to life just to die once again. Hansama taking down Skeanz. Not the explosive 5v5 we were expecting, but
and already with an open inhibitor in top, they can look to get triple inhibitor and secure themselves positions for Soul and make this game their own. The red buff. I thought they would just siege bot lane and open up the third inhibitor, but they want to kill SlowQ.
Cap chasing, and if they kill SlowQ, they probably just end the game here. There's nowhere for him to go. Gets egg, now will die as well. The ulti from Jopa not dealing nearly enough damage as SK are being zoned away from their own fountain. Minion-empowered melee creeps and casters going to be enough here for G2 to break open the base of SK. Wunder going for the 1v1 with Broken Blade. Labrov interrupts, but I don't think he would have won it anyway. Skeanz desperately trying to hold the line, but despite their best efforts, SK picked apart in the mid and late game. G2 outscaling and outplaying in this game one.
And it was a nice attempt by SK. They held on for 40 minutes, but in the end, G2 with 2 Baron Nashers able to close it out. They just had better team fighting, especially Broken Blade on that Olaf made a big difference with how strong he was in the early game and in the side lane.
That he did. Enough from us up here. Let's see what the AD has to say about that long game of League of Legends.